Welcome back to our question app. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at creating a form, and once we submit that, it should take us to our home page, which will display hello and the name that was passed into the form. Now, in order to do that, first, we want to install what's called a body parser. The body parser will basically parse the form data for us. So I'm sure this sounds all very good. Let's see it implemented. So within the question app, let's open up app.js. So we could go down here and define a new route. First, let's just call this route hello. It will be a get route, req, res, and then within here, we want to render hello, which doesn't exist yet. Let's go ahead and go into views, create a new file, call it hello.pug. Now we have our hello.pug here. So going to /hello, let's first come back over here and do something like extends layout.pug and block content. And then within our block content, we're going to say if name welcome, then our interpolation name. We also want to check to make sure name exists, and if not, else. And here's where we're going to put our form. So our form needs an action. Our action is where do we want to post our information that we're going to pass into our form. Well, we're going to post it to the hello route. Then we want to specify the method, and it is going to be post. Next, we're creating a label. Our label will say enter your name. Then that's going to take this input, which is of type text. Name is assigned username. Then put a button to make sure this is indented right. Okay, then we have our button. It's going to be type submit. And then it should say submit. Let's save that. So let's save this to, Next, let's start our server. So something crashed, missing. Okay, we're missing this where? Line 23, and that goes here. Save, our server started again. Here, localhost, so that's working. Now let's go to hello. So we do get our form to pop up, and it doesn't have our welcome message because name doesn't exist yet. But if I press Jose and submit, we see it cannot post to hello. And why is that? Because we haven't defined that route yet. What should happen when somebody posts? Here, you can do an app.post. Hello, req, res. Within here, we want to tell Express what to do when somebody hits our post route. What we want it to do for now is render hello. Then we want to pass in the value which comes from our get route hello. Once they see the form, they enter in a name. We want it to come over here. So we can do name and then use req.body and then specify username. If you guys recall, is what we named our input name, called it username. When they press submit, that gets sent to our post route, or it should. If you guys see now though, let's save this. It's not going to work still, even though we told it to. So we're in our hello route. I click submit, cannot read property username of undefined. And the reason that is because we haven't installed Body-Parser. Body-Parser allows us to parse the form data. So to do that, get out of the server, do npm install Body-Parser -- save. So now we have, if we look in our package JSON, we now have Body-Parser. So next we want to actually use Body-Parser. We could declare that here and say Body-Parser is assigned require Body-Parser. So now we can use it, so let us by using it. app.use Body-Parser.url encoded, and then set this to extended false. So this is actually in the documentation. You guys wouldn't just know this from the top of your head, But once you do it so much, you just know you need to install Body-Parser. So you can parse form data. Whatever we name our form inputs or whatever we're trying to pass in is what we'll use request.body, then that name. Here was username. Okay, so we're using Body-Parser now, or we're telling Express to use it. Let us save that. Turn on Nodejs again. Let's go back here. Let's go back to localhost, make sure we're working. Cannot find module pug. Okay, now we broke something. Let's try npm install. It says it can't find pug, but it's right here. Npm install just reinstalls our dependencies again, which includes pug. Hopefully this will fix it. Clear node, nodemon. It's clearly listening. Let's try to go back to localhost. Now we're working. So sometimes that happens. You just want to do npm install, make sure your dependencies are installed, but we have our question app. Now let's go to our route, hello. Here we could type our name and let's submit. So we did get redirected back to hello route, now with welcome Jose. It doesn't have our form because that was in the else statement. It's only showing the if, which was true. We go back here, hello, if name, then welcome with your name there. Else, show the form. This is working now. We learned how to pass in information. The thing is though, every time I go back, it's asking me to sign in again. And this is because we haven't found a way to save our session. The internet is stateless, which means every request is like if it's brand new, never happened before. What this means is we have to figure a way around to store our sessions. We'll learn that in the next videos. But for now, we'll end it here. If you found these videos helpful, make sure to share, like, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.